Bonjour subscribers, let us discuss about life cycle of servlets. So the life cycle of servlets is like an entire life cycle of a servlet which is managed by the servlet container which uses the java x.servlet.servlet interface. So in this we are having various stages like loading the servlet, initializing the servlet, request handling and destroying the servlet. When comes to the first stage, it starts and after that it loads a servlet, which is the first stage almost. The servlet life cycle involves loading and initializing the servlet by the servlet container. After servlet is initialized successfully, the servlet container initializes the instantiated servlet object. The container initializes the servlet object by invoking the servlet.init method. So which accepts servlet config object reference as a parameter. After that it handles the request, like after initialization the servlet instance is ready to serve the client request, and after that it will use the destroying servlet. When a servlet container decides to destroy the servlet, it performs the following. It performs the operations like it allows all the threads currently running in the server method and the servlet instance to complete the jobs and get released. After currently running threads have completed the jobs, the servlet container calls the destroy method on the servlet instance, and after the destroy method is executed, the servlet container releases all the references of these servlet instances so that it becomes eligible for garbage collection. So in this servlet lifecycle we are having three main methods like init, service and destroy. Where init method, the servlet.init method is called by the servlet container to indicate that this servlet instance is initiated successfully, and this will be put into, and this is the simple code for init method. After that, the service method of the servlet is invoked to inform that servlet about the client request, and in this the servlet request object is used to collect the data requested by the client, and servlet response object is used to generate the output of the content, and this is the simple code for service method. And after service method, the destroy method will be used, where it runs only once during the lifetime of a servlet and signals the end of the servlet instance. And this is the simple code for the destroy method. And as soon as the destroy method is activated, the servlet container releases the servlet instance. So this is all about the life cycle of the servlet. So merci.